This is a KODAK ZE-1 from Tommy. Tommy had gotten one from eBay. Well, I got it for him about a month ago or so. And it had a battery that would not take a charge. And as he's using it, it improved a little bit, but he has to use a battery bank on it for any long recordings. So this one here is his one that he had for 6 years or so. I don't remember what he told me. And it's never given him any trouble, but all of a sudden the thing stopped turning on. And the push button I established is broken. It pushes in, but it doesn't, you don't feel that little click anymore. Under lots of magnification, I managed to open this up and see if I could do something with the switch. That's impossible. It's microelectronics. I'm surprised I was able to get it open. I think one of these screwdrivers. I think it's this screwdriver here. This came in the kit of the Game Boy that Randall replaced the case on. It's a triangular Phillips screwdriver. The screws for this are microscopic. And I magnetized this by rubbing this on a magnet that I had in the shop here. So I was able to pick up the screws. So I'll be able to get them back in under lots of magnification. Now I already got this apart. And I'm making this video in the event that any of you have a ZE-1 Playful and you need to replace the battery. The battery in this is not a 3.7 volt, but it's a 3.6 volt. That shouldn't make any difference. Lithium ion. And I already had it out. Now you're going to have to excuse me. I got to use my magnifying glass. It's a lithium ion battery. And I got to pull this back more to give you a number. Let me read it to you in case it didn't focus in. Lithium ion battery NCA. NCA H/101. 3.6 volts, 1060 milliampere hours, 3.9 watt hours. Okay? So the battery can be replaced. I had this out. You got a little plug right here. That plugs right in there. If you see a little red, it's because I marked it to tell me that the red wire goes that way. The plug probably only goes in one way, but I always want to mark it. There's a copper trace here. I had it on charge last night. It's all done charging. And the light on the side does blink when you plug it in and stops blinking when it's charged. So that part is okay. Now, right here, you've got screws, which I've already removed, one here, going by my reading glasses, and I think there's one here, which I removed. Over here, I removed these and these here, but this does not come off. There are no videos on YouTube other than that one Russian guy that put a video up quite a few years ago. And he had this whole thing dismantled, but I couldn't get it beyond this. There are two screws down here. I loosened them but did not take them out. And this does not come off. Okay. So, as it is now, these things are all out. They came out. And the tiny screws, which are over on the bench over here, you see these little grains of salt right here? Those are the screws. Your cover has little hooks in it, and it looks like it snaps into place, starting with the top two hooks here. These are all things I found out as I took it apart. And I figured I had nothing to lose. This thing is dead. It will not come on. The power button is right here. It pushes in. You can feel a spring action right here. Okay, of course the battery's out. It's not going to do anything. It will not come on even when it's powered by the USB. It'll charge. The indicator will blink telling you it's charging. It will not come on. So I tried spraying deoxit in here. That didn't do anything because I think the membrane is gone in here. Tommy was using it a few days ago. It worked fine. And then when he went to use it again, it just quit all of a sudden. The battery is taking a charge, and it seems to be just fine. The reason I'm making this video is, if you're going to replace the battery, whether you can get a battery, I don't know, this is how you do it. You only need to take off the front part. You can't get the back off. I don't know how that Russian guy did it, but I couldn't do it. There's no other screws in here, but two deep well screws in here. Okay? So, and I loosened them, and I tried to pull this. These don't come out. And like all these ZE-1s, they get dirty from handling them. You know, mine are all dirty on the sides too, doing projects and everything else, and your hands are dirty. You know how that goes. So, there's no way I can get at the power button. And like I say, I'm making this more for anybody out there that gets a ZE-1 and needs a battery. I have not looked online for that type of battery. Okay, it's 3.6 volts instead of 3.7, but that 1/10 of a volt, I guess, if I can figure it correctly here. That 1/10 of a volt ain't going to make any difference. So it's a lithium-ion battery. So if you need a battery for a ZE-1, it's a 3.6 volt, 1080 milliampere hours. And once again, I'll give you the number for those of you who have ZE-1s and the batteries don't work on it. I tried resetting this. That didn't do it. The button is broken. Power button is broken on it. The number, once again, is N, like in Nancy, Charlie, Andy. Nancy, Charlie, Andy. H, like in Harry. Slash, with the top to the right, and the left bottom's facing leftwards. In other words, slash like this. I don't know what they call them. Okay, 101. Okay, so let's put this back. Making sure I'm in camera here. Microscopic stuff. I'm sorry, I got to get my head right in there. I can't. No, last night I got this in with no problem. Oh, I hate these small things. They're so hard to work on. Okay, I got it in. Alright. Now the battery goes in underneath the lens here. Like that. And pushes down like that. Okay. Alright. So that's as far as I can get it apart. If I was to force this off, all these buttons here would fall out. These buttons are all working good. You leave well enough alone. So now we'll push this button. Nothing. See? Nothing. It's got a spring in it and it comes back. But no matter how hard you push on it, Tommy is very rough with buttons. He always was. He's gone through so many MP3 players, constantly pushing the buttons, and when something don't work, he pushes it even harder. He's always been that way. Tell him 1,000 times, but that don't do any good. So we'll plug this in. That's if I can see. Of course not. I don't know, maybe it's this side. Yeah, there it is. There's the light blinking. Alright, she's charging, and I had it off I had it charging all night when you first saw this video. So I had it charging all night. And when I come in the shop, it was steady. The light was out. It was fully charged. Okay. So now we'll try to turn it on while it's plugged in. That's not going to come on. So it's not the battery. The battery's good. Worst case scenario, we could use it in his other camera, which needs a battery bank for long recordings. That I got them from eBay. The problem is when you buy these things, they don't make them anymore, for one thing. And they are made in 2010. The date on this battery is 2010. Okay, it says right on there, because I had these labels off. These pads, I should say, off. So, you know, you're going to, 9 out of 10, you're going to get one that battery will not take a full charge or runs down very quickly or whatever. So, I had nothing to lose, so I figured I'd take it apart. And I was hoping I can get in there and maybe somehow, I don't know how I'd ever do it. I can't work with the small stuff. Maybe do something with the switch, but it looks to me like it's going to be a parts camcorder. In other words, for the battery only. It's about the only thing you can get out of these things. To go into another ZE-1. But that's how you get the battery out of the ZE-1. And these are the side pieces. This is the two flexible covers that you open up to put your charger in, or your your SD card, I should say, and get at your reset button. So I don't have a paper clip in the shop to push the reset, but it does not work. There's no micro. I keep saying micro SD. It takes a standard SD card. Tommy had taken it out, but that wouldn't stop it from coming on anyways. So that's it. I just made this video. I know I made a video a couple months back, if even that long, on the camera that we got from eBay, that I got him, and it would not work. And as he was using it and charging it and recycling the battery, it started working. So that's what he's got now for a camera. When we did the last hack bar skit, he had to use a battery bank on it, plugged in like this here, on the tripod in order to do the hack bars, so the camera wouldn't die on him. So he feels he needs a second backup, because I've got more than one ZE-1. He's got to have the same as me. But that's Tommy. Tommy will be Tommy. He's got to have everything his daddy has. But you notice it's still flashing. You can see that now because the front cover's off. You can see the light going. It's still charging. Okay? So we know the charging circuit's working. We know the battery's good. But the camera won't come on. So on my ZE-1, this is the one I keep in the shop. This one here, you can charge this all night long. It'll take a charge. But the battery shows 3/4 charge. I don't know if you can see that. Well, now you can. It didn't stay on that long. So it's supposed to come on just like that, you see. When you push the button, the light comes on and the screen comes on. You can see the battery indicator there too. Okay? And when you push the button again, the light goes out. Okay, so that's the way they're supposed to work. But this one don't. Okay, so I'm just making this video. And as I started to say, I had requested if somebody was able to fix the other camera, and obviously nobody is able to or wanted to do it. So this may help somebody, any of you out there who are daring enough to take your KODAK ZE-1 Playful apart and replace the battery. The battery can be replaced, but it's a big job taking it all apart. Here's your holes for the screws. You've got 3 here, 3 tabs here. You've got 3 tabs here. Those have all the screws that go in. And you've got 2 clips here that hook into here. So that's just for reference. As for the front part, or the back part, I should say, if that comes off, I watched that Russian video, and it's amazing. He stripped this down to nothing. But I'm not able to get it beyond this. But that's what you do. You just have to take this off to replace the battery. So that's primarily what this is about. So any of you people out there that have a KODAK ZE-1, there are no videos on YouTube on how to replace the battery. So this may help some who have such cameras.